Hi everyone, it's Maybelle back with another reading. We're going to be taking a look at Mars and Gemini transit, and that begins August 20th, 2022, and it goes until March 25th, 2023. Mars usually only stays in each sign for about 2 months, but because Mars will be retrograde from October 30th, 2022 until January 12th, 2023, Mars will be in Gemini for an unusually long 7 months. Mars is the planet of energy, action, war, desire, survival instincts, animal instincts, anger, and aggression. Gemini is inquisitive, intelligent, playful. Geminis like variety. They are generally social, expressive, quick-witted, and good communicators. Geminis are represented by the twins in astrology, and therefore they may be of two minds about a situation. Very easily they can see two sides of a story and are usually open-minded. Of course, this is a general description, and as a Gemini myself with a very large Gemini stellium in my birth chart, I am not very social, and I find that I'm more of an introvert. I can chat with most anyone, but I can also find those situations sometimes draining or energizing depending on the people or the situation. So of course, take this information as general and take what resonates and take what doesn't. We all have the 12 zodiac signs in our whole birth chart, making us all unique and, individual. That's kind of why I like to do individual readings for each zodiac sign, just so that we can get a more targeted view of what each sign is going to deal with, as opposed to doing just a general collective, which sometimes I'm drawn to do those too, but I like to do the 12 zodiac signs individually. All right, so during this time of Mars and Gemini, we need to watch for the negative expressions of Mars and Gemini, and we need to use the beneficial energy to our advantages. So we're going to take a look at each individual zodiac sign. I'm going to begin with Aries, and I'm going to pull a card for August, September, September, October, October, November, November, December, December, January, January, February, February, March, and then a card for general advice for that individual zodiac sign to see kind of how best to handle this transit. All right, so if you haven't yet, please take a moment to subscribe. Most of my viewers are not yet subscribed. I would love it if you would subscribe and enjoy some of the other readings that I've already posted, and also what's to come in the future. Let me know down in the comments if you have ideas or suggestions for other types of readings that you'd like to see me do. Share with a friend or family member. It helps grow the channel. And click like to let me know that you are enjoying these readings, and it encourages me to just continue and make more. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started, and we're going to start with Aries. Hi, Aries. We're going to see what is going on for you during this Mars and Gemini time. And Mars being your ruling planet, you may be feeling this energy. All right, so for Aries, for August, September. Okay, Bluebird Spirit Happiness. And that's card number 7, which is a number of spirituality and connectedness to God Source Spirit. So you may be feeling happy, and or you may be feeling like a difficulty in finding happiness during the months of August, September. All right, let's do September, October for Aries during this Mars and Gemini time. September, October. Okay, willpower. So there may be something that you are being tempted to stop or drop. She's carrying the world and the moon, and she's being tempted. She has to find the willpower or the strength to kind of keep holding on or keep holding it up. Okay, October, November for Aries. Okay, the vast universe, and that's number 1 in spirit. So the vast universe would be like opportunities are kind of open up to you, and that would be another card of connection with spirit. Just gonna look at the book for that one. This is Blessings of Divine Consciousness. So river of grace, abundance, happiness. Again, happiness. It's open for you. You have your own divine heart, one that's connected to all other people and things, and boundless creative energy. This incredible power is always available to you, but you've now arrived at a time when the whole world is about to open up. So it talks about opportunity awaits, amazing connections available to you. The eternal consciousness that co-creates all reality is in alignment with your own heartfelt desires. So it's a time to focus your energy, create a treasure map or vision board filled with bright images, writing a clear attraction intention, or directing your angels to carry your intentions to the energetic realm. The entire universe is waiting and willing to respond. There's an affirmation. It says, the light of God fills me, divine consciousness guides me, abundant blessings of the universe flow into my life. Wow, so that sounds like a really powerful card, talking about blessings and energy and opportunities. Again, it did mention happiness. That is for October, November. Next, we'll do November, December. November, December for Aries. Okay, Never Ending Story, 37. Now that looks like it might be something that you're struggling with, maybe finding happiness, and there's some type of kind of back and forth. And that might be, that's during the retrograde time frame. Okay, let's look at November, December for Aries. I'm sorry, that was already November, December, so December, January. Okay, sheep act with fortitude and cooperation, and that's Archangels Gabriel and Hope. Okay, with that, next we'll do January, February for Aries. January, February. Okay, embracing. Now, embracing is a card about embracing your emotions and kind of if they're blocked or overflowing. Either way is in excess can be kind of uncomfortable. So this card asks you to kind of feel what it is that you're feeling, if you're blocked in some way. And because the first card out was happiness, and this never-ending story, this can be maybe about some type of frustration or anger or willingness to cooperate with others. But it has to do with emotions. And then we're going to look at February, March. for Aries. February, March. Towards the end here of the transit, Mars and Gemini. February, March. Okay, autumnal equinox and its release. So depending on what part of the world you're in, it might actually be autumn during that time. Here, where I am in the States, it will be spring. But release, so let it go, release something. There might be some kind of, I don't know, I'm feeling like a deep breath, some type of kind of letting go of something, maybe, but letting go what you need to, what no longer serves you, and like the beauty of like the fall colors, so maybe it does look like progress is made between then and now. All right, so we're going to look at the advice for Aries. It's the advice for Aries. Okay, wow. Breathe through the tension. Full moon in Scorpio. So yeah, this transit may help kind of bring things kind of more into balance, help you learn maybe how to let things go and, you know, find happiness, embracing your emotions, knowing that you have, you know, opportunity is here, that the universe is kind of like opening up those opportunities. Either you are, you know, you already have them. You already kind of are feeling that those opportunities are available to you, because it looks like you're kind of going back and forth between what it is that makes you happy and maybe going back to kind of feeling stuck. And here you're being asked to breathe through the tension. Full moon in Scorpio. All right, so that is the message that I have for Aries in this transit, Mars and Gemini. Good luck. I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Hi, Taurus. All right, we're going to see what this Mars and Gemini transit is going to look like for you. Mars and Gemini for Taurus, August, September. For Taurus. Okay, Owl Spirit Wisdom, and that's card number 27. 2 and 7 together make 9. That's a number of exploration, of higher learning, of philosophy. You may be learning something new, and or you may be kind of like knowing something. September, October for Taurus. September, October for Taurus. Okay, finding either self-confidence or something, finding some kind of generally self-confidence or self-worth, finding, but it could mean just finding, so finding something. Sometimes I find spirit is quite literal. All right, October, November for Taurus. And October is when Mars goes retrograde. October, November for Taurus. Okay, card number 2, intention, peace. So you may be finding peace at that time or trying to find peace and balance. I'm noticing the 2 swans there. Could be representing a soulmate connection, a twin flame connection. This may be having to do with a relationship of some type, but you may be finding peace and or looking for peace during this time, especially with the mountain there. There may be some type of obstacle, challenge. All right, November, December for Taurus. November, December for Taurus. Okay, observer, and that's card number 49. You may be 49 years old. You may be seeing 4s and 9s. 4s are numbers of stability and building on a solid foundation. And 9s are, again, numbers of I almost said spirituality, but philosophy, exploration, higher learning. So you may be observing something. You may be seeing animals like foxes, the moon, the stars. You may be learning something about astrology. But during that time, you may be in observation mode. You may be learning something, again, finding too. So finding and observing. Okay, where were we? We are at December, January. December, January for Taurus. Gray squirrel, find new ways of solving problems, and that's Archangel Raphael. Find, again, my goodness. Okay, so Taurus, this time frame, you may be coming into or looking for, finding, observing, and finding new ways of solving problems. Okay, this is January through February for Taurus. January through February of the Mars and Gemini for Taurus. Okay, voyage. Now, voyage talks about travel, which exploration can be travel. Voyage can also be like a spiritual voyage or a spiritual journey or kind of like life path, movement forward. This card talks about getting ready to kind of like move forward. So January, February might be when you actually move forward. And interesting because the retrograde was from, or is from October to January 12th. So now let's look at February, March for Taurus. February, March for Taurus. Okay, childhood innocence. And I think this card is so pretty with the beautiful landscape and the sun rays kind of breaking through the clouds and the pond and all the greenery and the kids playing. So this card talks about childhood innocence. You may be finding like your own kind of childhood innocence. This may have to do with like past life, like childhood trauma, childhood issues, with the finding peace with that. Maybe finding what it is you want to do. Just so finding the wisdom, finding new ways, and following kind of childhood innocence, maybe something that you enjoyed doing when you were a child, is going to be beneficial. All right, let's look at what the advice is for this Mars and Gemini transit for Taurus. What is the advice for Taurus? Okay, first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. And that is a Gemini card. So speak your world into being. And I believe that Taurus is, like in medical astrology, it might rule the throat chakra. And this is a throat chakra card. Let's look up. Speak your world into being. Okay, it says, think about what you want. Do you really believe you can create it? Do you believe you have what it takes? Or do you secretly doubt yourself? It asks if you are quietly preparing for failure. And it says you can't fool the universe. Repeated affirmations that you don't believe are a waste of time. Believe in your magic. If someone has spoken or written unkind words to you, counter them with kind words to yourself. Try it. Speak your world into being. Talk about it as though it's already happening. It says here you're being asked to feel your way through a situation that's partly sacred and partly mundane. Be compassionate and clever. Ask your soul to speak to you. Listen to your heart and not your mind. Write lists of your goals. And it does talk about the throat chakra. It helps you to express yourself. It says, what words are you speaking to yourself and others? So maybe finding your voice. And there is a blue butterfly there. Speaking your truth. And somehow this has to do with innocence. You're kind of breaking through those clouds and that confusion, and this dark times look like there might even be lightning there in the back. So speak your world into being and know that you can do it. Not only thinking positive, but actually speaking those words and really believing them is important for Taurus right now. All right. Good luck with this transit, Taurus. I thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Okay, hi Geminis. We're going to look at how this Mars in Gemini transit is going to be affecting you. First, we'll look at August through September for Gemini. August through September for Gemini. Okay, Wood Nymph Beauty. Card number 52. 5 and 2 together makes 7. That's a number of spirituality and connectedness with God Source Spirit. So you may be like entering a time of beauty or finding things, surrounding yourself with things that are beauty or mean beauty to you or beautiful. People may be finding you beautiful. September, October for Gemini. September, October for Gemini. Finding. Okay, so finding beauty, or finding your self-worth, finding your self-confidence, finding something. Hearing a loud, like the whine of an airplane outside. Okay, for October through November for Gemini. October through November for Gemini. Okay, number 1, cycle, and that's new beginnings. You may be starting something new, going through like a new cycle. And that's interesting because it's going to be even during the retrograde, the period of time where Mars is going to be retrograde in your sign. Okay, let's see November through December for Gemini. November through December for Gemini. TikTok, and that's card number 30. You may be seeing 3s, you may be seeing 0s. You may be feeling like time is running out. You may be feeling like time is either going quickly or not going quickly enough. Okay, this card was also kind of sticking out of the deck. Card number 1. We have another 1. There's a 1 on the cycle, new beginnings, and yang or yang. So being, my goodness, is this not almost the same image? So you may be doing something with your hands, you may be kind of hands-on, releasing something into the world, and you know, with this new beginning, this new cycle of energy. Some of the numbers kind of sticking out to me here. I don't know if that's a 10. There's a 7, 13, 14, 5, 1, 9, 8, and an 11, and a 6. Okay, so let's see what else we can see. December, January for Gemini. For this Mars in Gemini transit. For Gemini. Okay, Bear. Use power with wisdom. Archangels Uriel and Jophiel. And this card has the light here in the almost like the center, the golden light, which I see as the solar plexus, which has connections to this card, the finding kind of your self-worth, your self-esteem, your self-confidence. And also this card reminds me of the Leo energy, where there's the sun and a newborn baby and your vitality and your energy. So use power with wisdom. And that's December through January. Next, January through February for Gemini. Okay, flow. So go with the flow, go with the path of least resistance. This is a very kind of purple card. So I'm seeing it as kind of like psychic energy, connection with the third eye and crown. And use power with wisdom. So these two cards I feel go together. The use power with wisdom can be a card of balance as well. So like with wisdom, you know, like to not kind of overwork, use just enough power. So kind of find that, like don't overdo things, I guess, especially with the flow card next to it. It could also be talking about like the flow of emotions. February, March for Gemini. February, March. I think we're going to do two just because this one did come out in reverse. Green Man Synergy. So you may be feeling ungrounded. You may need to get grounded. I'm going to read from the book on that just so we can get a little more, see if there is a reversed meaning. And also get you another one here for February, March for Gemini. Okay, fairies and earth magic. And that's another earth card. So make sure you are grounded. But we're going to look at the book. Okay, Green Man Synergy. Green Man is Earth's vegetation personified. Although he has many variations, this card depicts a more subtle and embedded representation. In other portrayals, he resembles the face of a man covered in green foliage as branches and vines sprout from every direction. There exists some form of Green Man throughout history and in a myriad of cultures throughout the world. Often a symbol for rebirth of life in springtime. He's also been associated with the Lord of the Wildwood and with the rebirth and seeing the new beginnings there with the baby. As a representative of the plant kingdom, Green Man reminds us of the incredible synergy required for Gaia to maintain her delicate and dynamic balance among the various beings on the planet. Synergy is the interaction and cooperation of two or more elements that produce a combined greater effect than the sum of their separate efforts. Okay, so it's kind of like a collaboration and a balance, a synergy. We witness this in the complex and cooperative interaction between plants, humans, and animals, For instance, fruit trees propagate by being eaten by an animal that deposits it back into the earth after digestion. As a new plant grows, bees pollinate the flowers, and the cycle begins once again in nature's simple yet remarkable synergy. It says you have the advantage of an incredible synergy at this time. A flow, okay, we already have the flow card. A flow of life is guiding you where things just seem to fall into place as you move about your business. You are in a mutually cooperative interaction with spirit, as your will is aligned with the will of spirit and your mission is congruent with your sense of purpose. When this is happening, there is a synergy, a way that your life force is continually coming into balance with the forces of nature. There is also a synergy between your spiritual awareness and your personal self or ego. Be aware of the various idiosyncrasies of your ego and do not take any of them too seriously. Know that your higher self is always looking out for your best interests. In this cycle, tune into that guidance, however it shows up, and you will find that you move through life with greater ease due to a synergistic balance of forces expressing themselves as you. Now, that card does not have an reverse description in the book, but it did talk about cooperation and balance. So if this was kind of out of balance, then it would, kind of be like trying to find that flow, trying to find that synergistic rhythm and that balance, again, that most of these cards are kind of saying. Let's go to fairies, earth magic. Okay, fairies and nature spirits are thought to be descended from early tribes. Over time, these ancient people were conquered and displaced, and they fled to areas where humans didn't venture, ultimately becoming increasingly smaller and less visible in order to better hide themselves. Fairies have assumed responsibility for the trees and plants. They work with earth magic to take care of these beings, and if you ask, they'll help you with your garden or yard. They also have the power of enchantment and shape-shifting. Fairies appreciate it when we show them through our actions that we love the earth as much as they do, and consequently they bestow a little of their earth magic upon us. You have the same power available to you as the fairies do. It starts with loving the earth through your heartfelt gratitude and appreciation, but more important, through your actions. The fairies can help you reconnect in a more intimate way with the earth, and all they require is your willingness to pay attention to the trees and plant life around you and demonstrate your care. Whether you live in a small space or have an expanse of land, make it a point to be especially attentive to your surrounding vegetation. Plant something. Get your hands in the dirt and do so with love and enthusiasm. Every flower, tree, or shrub you are tending is a living being, so treat each like you would a dear friend. Ask the fairies to help you take care of these friends, and you will be rewarded many times over. So, during that time, February and March, it looks like earth magic. You may be seeing signs, symbols, synchronicities. You may be needing assistance in your yard or garden. I know that time of year, most of the time, I have kind of like a natural native front yard where I don't have lawn. And so I will more than likely be asking for some assistance. God, Source, Spirit, help me with all those. Usually we have weeds, especially after some of the rains in the wintertime and early spring. But yes, I do enjoy like the flowers and like the fruits and things that grow in the yard. In the backyard, I have more of like fruits and flowers growing. So Green Man Synergy, this card did kind of want to come out in reverse. So make sure that during this time, maybe early spring, you try and keep grounded. And the last card we're going to pull is the card for advice for this transit for Gemini. What is the advice for the Mars and Gemini transit. What is the advice for Gemini? Okay, attune to the divine. New moon in Pisces. So make sure that you are kind of meditating, staying grounded. I just peeked and I saw honor your feelings at the bottom of the deck. And that's another Pisces card. It says, oh my goodness. Okay, when God's our spirit just like confirms everything and like the words are being, doubled and tripled and repeated, you have the opportunity to slip into the flow of life now. When that happens, you want what is happening. And what is happening is what you want. Your manifesting is working perfectly. Just make sure that you stay attuned to your higher self and you'll be well on your way to feeling blissfully happy and in tune with your dreams. Meditation is the best way to connect with your higher self. So practice it if you know how, or try learning from an online instructional video. Above all else, be kind to yourself and others. The focus of this card, or the manifesting focus, is especially good for signs, for matters related to spirituality, contacting other realms, taking some time out, or dealing with fear. The manifesting mindset is the more you can believe that all is well, and the more all will be well for you. There's an affirmation that comes with this card. It says, my conscious dreams create my reality. So that looks good. It looks like an energetic cycle here with the yang energy. You may be waiting, or it may be the right time for a new beginning. You're being asked to kind of go with the flow, use your power with wisdom. Make sure you're getting grounded. This one too here, now that I look at it, the Wood Nymph Beauty and the Fairies Earth Magic are kind of similar to me. So then just make sure attune to the divine. And it looks like a good transit with Mars and Gemini. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope it goes well for you. Good luck with the transit. Thank you, and I will see you again soon. Hi, Cancer. All right, we're going to take a look at what this Mars and Gemini transit is going to be like for you, starting with August through September for Cancer. August through September for Cancer. Okay, Stag Spirit Leadership, and that's card number 39. You may be seeing 3s or 9s. 3s are numbers of collaboration. 9s are numbers of exploration, higher learning, philosophy. Stag Spirit Leadership. So you may be asked to take the lead right now in something. Or you may be looking to take the lead. You may be looking to balance masculine energy. Okay, for September through October for Cancer. September through October for the Mars and Gemini transit and forgiveness. Okay, so you may be needing to take the lead in some type of situation having to do with forgiving yourself or others. Okay, next we'll look at October through November for Cancer. October through November. Okay, 2 of them wanted to come out. Okay, so we have 1 people, kindred partnership, and 8 consciousness, happy success. So this people card, kindred partnership, it does show a couple there hugging. It could be a romantic partner, but it does talk about some type of soulmate connection. And right now I'm being drawn to, there's like a rainbow back here and a lighthouse, and looks like balloons or hot air balloons that may be important to someone. And happy success. So maybe some type of reconciliation, especially that this would be during time of like a retrograde period. Okay, next we're going to look at November through December for Cancer. November, December for Cancer. November, December for Cancer. Okay. Card number 23. 2 and 3 together make a change. 5s are numbers of change. There is peace, an egg, and I think it's only one dove, a dove holding an olive branch. So an offering of peace. There may be something where you take some type of leadership role, maybe even balance your feminine and masculine energies, and take action maybe with the Aries energy to forgive, find peace with some type of soulmate relationship, and maybe it's like a collaboration that turns into like a happy success. Okay, we're going to look at December, January for Cancer. December, January for Cancer. Okay, this card did come out in reverse, but we're going to read it upright. Giraffe, aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom, Archangel Jophiel. Okay, and I did say the 9 was a higher knowledge number. So you may be needing to learn something. And this card talks about like the giraffe being so tall, like taller than a lot of the trees and taller than a lot of the other animals, and seeing things from that higher perspective. But this card talks about aspire to higher knowledge and wisdom. Okay. Next, we're looking at January to February. For Cancer, January to February. And this is when Mars goes direct again. January to February for Cancer. Okay, love. So this card talks about kind of feeling loved and self-love. It can also be obviously a romantic relationship we're talking about, but that this card talks about allowing love in and knowing that you are loved, like no matter what, no matter, like, you don't have to do anything. It's like we strive to people please a lot of the times, and so like you don't have to do anything. You are love. All right, so we're going to look at February, March for Cancer. February, March for Cancer. Okay, waterfall, effortless. So this card kind of reiterates this kind of peace. Something's going to feel effortless. Waterfalls are usually, water is going to be like emotions and flowing kind of feelings. So you might be able to talk more freely about your feelings and your love and be at peace with something there. we're going to look at waterfall. Okay, so this card talks about coming to the edge of your comfort zone and find yourself fighting to resist moving past that perceived precipice of who you are, how you can be, or what you can do. And Spirit is asking you to step beyond the edge and allow yourself to do so with ease rather than struggle. Yes, at times physical exertion is necessary, but when performed with fluidity and grace, even when the task seems daunting, you'll find that movement moves you effortlessly. Approach the present situation or relationship with awareness and grace. Do not try to make it effortless. That just creates more strain. The key word here is to allow. It's not the time to fight. And because we're talking about Aries, I said Aries, you might be dealing with an Aries, but Mars being Aries ruler, we're talking about that Mars energy. This is not a time to fight, but to surrender to the will of Spirit, even if you're being asked to let go completely and tumble into the brink of creation itself. You will find the waters there to be ultimately still and calm. Keep your focus on your solar plexus and your breath, breathing through any tension. Relaxing and yielding to the movement that is occurring at any given moment makes your life effortless. So next we'll ask for advice for Cancer. What is the advice for Cancer for this Mars and Gemini transit? Advice for Cancer. Okay, believe in your good luck. First quarter moon in Sagittarius. So this card talks about just, believing in your luck. You may feel that you find the right person for you, you are forgiven, or you find that you are able to forgive. And because you do that, you are able to allow love in. Maybe it's been a long time, or some type of success, aspiring to higher knowledge and wisdom. Believe in your good luck also talks about having a plan. So, and doing things in kind of like, little steps or in steps and stages. And I'm also kind of seeing the first quarter moon in Sagittarius being a sign of the ninth house energy. And so also kind of exploration and philosophy and higher education. All right, so the advice, believe in your good luck. Hopefully everything goes well. And I wish you good luck for this transit. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Hi Leo, we're going to take a look at what is happening for Mars and Gemini. For Leo, what is Mars and Gemini transit going to look like for Leo? And we're going to start with August through September. So August, September for Leo. Okay, reflecting pool stillness, and that's card number 33. That's a master number. You may be seeing threes repeatedly. You may be asked to look at yourself. You may be kind of in a moment of stillness. Someone may be reflecting like something back at you, like a mirror. September to October for Leo. September to October for Leo. For August to September, you may be kind of noticing things about yourself, maybe taking time to reflect and perhaps also meditate. Okay, September, October, for Leo. Forgiveness. And Cancer got that card as well. Forgiveness, you may be either finding it either difficult or finding like that you want to be able to like forgive yourself and others, or working on forgiveness, especially with that stillness card, kind of the reflection of what it is that either you need to forgive yourself for or forgive others for. For Leo, October through November. October through November. For Leo, October, November. Okay, number 1, cycle, and that's new beginnings. And Gemini got that card. So there may be like a cycle of something, new beginnings, new starts with something. This card does remind me of the Sun card in the tarot, which represents Leo. Okay, for Leo, November, December. For Leo. For November through December, for the Mars and Gemini transit. Okay. Card number 19, and that's flexible. There's an egg there. So an egg having to do with kind of like a gestation period, and this may have to do with a actual birth or a baby, but being flexible. And I'm just noticing there are like blooms, flowers and plants kind of blooming from her mind, and Gemini being an intelligent kind of thinker. There may be flexibility in your thinking now, maybe after this period of reflection. New beginnings, maybe new ways of thinking. There's some type of flexibility and forgiveness. Now, a lot of cards wanted to come out of here, so I wonder if we should just try and pick another one. Do you have more for Leo? Okay, wow. To get another similar card there, not all of them have eggs. This one has an egg. It has a dove with a olive branch, and it talks about peace. And I'm just noticing the star there. You may be dealing with an Aquarius. Looks like they're little hearts, like confetti hearts. And a star, maybe some type of wish, a wish come true, some kind of, the star card in tarot can mean like hope and healing. So there's some type of peace surrounding maybe like a new beginning. Things may seem it may be challenging to find peace. There may be some things that kind of get stirred up. You're being asked to be flexible. Okay, so next we're going to look at December through January for Leo. December through January for Leo. Okay, butterfly. Be ready to transform with wisdom, and that's Archangel Preminilik. So, I mean, that could be kind of going along with that flexibility card. Be ready to transform with wisdom. So, oh wow, and with the blooms and the kind of the new knowledge and the new thoughts, thinking. So be ready to kind of change. Alright, so next, I think we were on January, February. For Leo, January, February. Flexibility. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hang on. My arm got really itchy. That, I don't know what that means for anybody out there. Flexibility and flexible. So you're being asked to kind of not hit things like head on, but to go around them and be flexible, like kind of like yielding. And that is just confirmation that that's one of the main themes. Okay, February through March for Leo. February through March. Okay, clouds, shape-shifting. Now, clouds can represent confusion sometimes, not being able to see clearly, but shape-shifting to me is changing, and clouds and air can represent the sky, and so to me, like also thinking. So again, back to that, like changing thoughts, changing thinking, shape-shifting. Let's do another one. There's like this deck and the wisdom deck. They just seem to be popping off cards right now. Okay, for Leo, for February, March is there more. And this is the time when the transit is just about finishing. Okay, Green Man Synergy. This card, it talks about there's a synergy around you, and like a connection with the earth, and make sure that you are, grounded. I believe that Gemini got that card as well. Okay, Green Man is Earth's vegetation personified. Represents the plant kingdom. Reminds us of the incredible synergy required for Gaia to maintain her delicate and dynamic balance. Synergy is the interaction and cooperation of two or more elements that produce a combined effect greater than the sum of their separate efforts. We witness this in the complex and cooperative interaction between plants, humans, and animals. Okay, so this talks about cycles and cooperation. It says, you have the advantage of an incredible synergy at this time. A flow of life is guiding you where things just seem to fall into place as you move about your business. You are in a mutually cooperative interaction with spirit, as your will is aligned with the will of spirit and your mission is congruent with your sense of purpose. When this is happening, there is a synergy, a way that your life force is continually coming into balance with the forces of nature. There is also a synergy between your spiritual awareness and your personal self or your ego, and that could be having to do with this reflection over here. Be aware of the various idiosyncrasies of your ego and do not take any of them too seriously. Know that your higher self is always looking out for your best interests. In this cycle, tune into that guidance, however it shows up, and you will find that you move through life with greater ease due to a synergistic balance of forces expressing themselves as you. All right, next we're going to look at the advice for Leo. The advice for Leo during this Mars and Gemini transit. Okay, step up and lead, New Moon and Capricorn. So there might be something that it could have to do with this forgiveness and being flexible, but it's asking you to step up and lead and be ready to transform with wisdom. But definitely flexibility and flexible and peace. All right, so that is the message that came through for Leo. Thank you for watching. Good luck with this transit, and I will see you again soon. Hi, Virgo. We're going to take a look at what this Mars and Gemini transit will be like for Virgo, starting with August through September. August through September for Virgo. August through September for Virgo. Okay, Phoenix, transmutation, 29. You may be 29 years old. There may be some type of ending or transformation, some kind of rebirth. 2 and 9 make 11. You may be seeing 11, but 10 and 1 would kind of be like a cycle ending, and 1 can represent a new beginning. So there may be some kind of ending. And I'm looking at the fire. The fire energy can be, very Aries. All right. So next, we're going to look at September through October. And that, I guess, September through October could be Virgo time period. So happy birthday to you. September through October for Virgo. Okay, we got 2 cards. Inspiration and blessings. And you see the light kind of in her solar plexus, also above her, kind of above her crown chakra area, and in her hands, and again in her hands. So you may be kind of working on something with your hands. You may want to do fire meditations, just because the fire and kind of the light or the warmth of that fire energy. But you may be inspired or being inspiration to someone, maybe able to kind of bestow blessings on someone, others, or being blessed with some kind of inspiration. All right, October through November for Virgo. October through November. Okay, so it may be a period of time when there is some kind of stuck energy, 8 energy, and 8 is a number of strength. You may be seeing rainbows. So October through November, that would be a time when Mars does go kind of retrograde, and so may be feeling less action forward, more of a kind of slow down energy at that time. What is November, December for Virgo? November, December for Mars and Gemini transit for Virgo. November, December. Okay, exchanging gifts. That's card number 27. 2 and 7 make 9. 9s are numbers of exploration, higher learning, and philosophy. So you may be exchanging kind of like more like mentally. But again, we did have the inspiration, so you may be inspired to make something with your hands. There may be a moment where you're feeling kind of stuck, and then there's some type of exchange of gifts, some type of exchange of energy. You may be receiving messages from God, Source, Spirit, maybe through animals. Okay, let's see, December through January. For Virgo, December through January. Okay, Llama. And I was all of a sudden just feeling kind of like I needed to take a deep breath and just feeling kind of drained. And it says, Llama, set clear boundaries and enforce them. So somebody may be imposing on your, like your giving nature or like your kindness. Set clear boundaries and enforce them. And also hearing that might be for yourself, like set healthy boundaries for yourself as well. Okay, January, February for Virgo. January, February for Virgo. Okay, potential. This card shows a volcano at rest. So there's potential here. And again, I'm almost kind of drawn back to this stuck energy. Mountains, many times, they can be viewed as like obstacles or something kind of almost like a challenge to climb over or to get past. But there is potential. There's lots of strength here, especially with that Phoenix rising. But this card is a volcano at rest. So there are kind of unexpressed, repressed feelings and potentially anger, especially when we're talking about the Aries energy. Let's look at February, March for Virgo. Okay, dance and celebration. So this reading for Virgo seems to be kind of up and down, a little bit up and down. Towards the end, there's some type of dance and celebration, which is great. And there's a potential kind of throughout, as long as you are able to set clear boundaries during this time for yourself that looks like a rebirth of new energies. All right, what is the advice for Virgo? What is the advice for Virgo for this transit of Mars and Gemini for Virgo? What is the advice? Okay, first quarter moon in Leo, and that's be humble. So that's kind of what I was feeling about the potential for like the ups and downs. Just be humble with kind of like be of service. Don't allow your ego to really get the better of you. Kind of celebrate life. And that is the advice for Virgo during this time. So I thank you for watching and good luck to you with this transit. And I will see you again soon. Hi Libra. We're going to take a look at what this Mars and Gemini transit is going to be like for Libra, starting with August through September. for Libra, August through September for Libra. Okay, Thicket of Thorns, Uncertainty. And that's card number 43. 4 and 3 together makes 7, which is a card of spirituality and of connectedness to God's source spirit. Partnerships and kind of long-term relationships. Thicket of Thorns, Uncertainty. I think we're going to look at that one because I read it recently and got something different than... Okay, yeah, so the has a large description, but the message, it says, timing is everything. Let go of the struggle. You'll gain great rewards. So there's something that you may be struggling with. There's some kind of maybe decision or some kind of unknown that this transit is going to be bringing around for you. Okay, next we're going to look at September through October. September through October for Libra. September through October. And that may be your birthday. And also when Mars goes retrograde. So we'll see how that plays out. So happy birthday to you if you have a September-October birthday. Okay, for Libra. For September-October, what is the Mars and Gemini transit for Libra? September-October. Okay, justice. So you may be dealing with the justice system. You may be trying to weigh up something in your life. You may be trying to find balance. You may be trying to seek justice or find what's fair in a situation. Or you may be trying to be fair and balanced in a situation. What is October, November for Libra? What is October, November for Mars and Gemini for the sign of Libra for October, November? Okay, 6 events and milestone. And 6s are numbers of equality, of give and take, of balance, of the lovers, and of love. So there may be some type of milestone that happens in October, November. Just thinking, again, it may be your birthday. That may be a milestone. Maybe some type of bigger event, maybe holiday. Could be like Halloween, or November might be Thanksgiving as well in the States. But some type of milestone. November, December for Libra. Okay, exchanging gifts, and that's card number 27. 2 and 7 make 9, which is a number of exploration, of higher learning, of philosophy. Exchanging gifts, I believe Virgo got that card. You may be exchanging gifts with someone, some type of maybe spiritual gifts. You may be receiving messages from God's source spirit in the form of like spirit animal messages, or maybe messages from like fairies or astrology, looking at all the stars there. Okay, let's look at December through January next. Oh, that was November, December. It could also, I guess, include the holiday season. With exchanging gifts. Okay, December to January for Libra. Okay, Monkey. Experience all that life has to offer. Archangel Raphael. So, right now, looking at that card and the uncertainty, there may be a situation that kind of has you living small. And, you know, this card did talk about kind of weighing things out in your life. Experiencing milestones and exchanging gifts. Let's see what we can get from this other deck here. Okay, January is also when the Mars retrograde period ends and goes direct again. So January, February for Libra, January, February. Okay, thriving. So this card talks about, it has the same colors as the exchanging gifts. This card talks about not only will you survive a situation, but you will thrive. And using that knowledge, using that experience or those strengths and those skills learned from whatever that time, whatever that situation was, that you can learn that and learn from that, and others can learn from you. So you can use that information, that knowledge, that whatever it is, that strength, the survival that I'm thinking at the beginning of the reading, how I was talking about the different characteristics of the planet Mars, and we were talking about survival instincts and animal instincts. And so this card talks about not only surviving, but using those skills and that knowledge and that whatever that kind of hardship or challenge or whatever that growth is that you benefit from in a situation, and using that to bless others, to help others. Okay, so next we're going to look at February through March, and that will be kind of when Mars is finishing up its transit in the sign of Gemini. February through March for Libra. Okay, ocean, ebb and flow. So the ebb and flow of life, and this card talks about kind of going with that, and that sometimes, you know, it's like it seems like the waves are kind of like crashing, and other times it's, you know, but it's always in movement. It's always ebbing and flowing. Okay, and this card, Dawn and New Beginnings, was also kind of popping out. So there may be kind of new beginning energy during that time, which at that time it would be just about springtime in the US, or on this side of, I guess, this hemisphere. All right, what is the advice for Libra? What is the advice for Libra? What is the advice for Libra during this Mars and Gemini transit? Okay, new moon in Aquarius, and let's open up to change. So during this time frame, there's going to be some uncertainty, but you're going to not only like reach some milestones, you'll be exchanging gifts, and you're being asked to experience all that life has to offer. Appreciate the ebb and flow. Like sometimes it may feel like, you know, things are not kind of going the way that you really like want them to, or the blessings, you know, like sometimes they just like trickle in, or, you know, whatever. Just make sure you're kind of like appreciating those things. And there's the energy of new beginnings, open up to change. Maybe something new is coming out of all of this, and not only will you survive, you'll thrive, and you can use that energy and that knowledge to help others. Right, so that is what I have for Libra for this Mars and Gemini transit. Good luck to you. I hope it goes well, and I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Hi, Scorpio. Alright, so we're going to look at what the Mars and Gemini transit is going to look like for Scorpio, beginning with August through September for Scorpio. August through September for Scorpio. Okay, Stag Spirit, Leadership, 39. I can't remember which other sign got this as their first card as well. So you may be 39 years old. You may be seeing 3s or 9s. 3s are numbers of collaboration and working together, and 9s are numbers of exploration and higher learning, and also cards of like philosophy. So you may be needing to take the lead in something. You may be also trying to balance your masculine and feminine energies. And especially since we're talking about Aries and Gemini, it may be the masculine energy. Okay, let's look at September, October for Scorpio. September, October. Okay, friendship. So you may be needing to take the lead in like friendship relationships. Something maybe meeting new friends, or maybe guiding friends if they've kind of gone in some type of, you know, direction, or it's like not good energy. Taking the lead in something and having to do with friends in September, October. And October will be the time when the Mars retrograde begins. So let's look at October, November for Scorpio. And October, late October, right, is when Scorpio season begins. So happy birthday to the Scorpios. Alright, so October, November for Scorpio, when Mars is in Gemini. What's it going to be like for October to November for Scorpio? Okay, transformation, and that's number 5, and cycle. And numbers 5 is a number of change, and transformation can be changing anything, ending anything. So there may be, if this all kind of goes together, it may have to do with ending some relationships or friendships, or just ending the way something is done. And it's a cycle card, so ending some type of cycle. Now, transformations, not saying it's easy for Scorpio, but Scorpio, that is Scorpio's energy, is that cycle of kind of like death and rebirth and endings and beginnings. Okay, so November to December for Scorpio. November, December for Scorpio. Okay, TikTok. And that's card number 30. Threes are numbers of collaboration. This card, Gemini got this card. You may be feeling like time is running out, or you may be like getting the message right now that time is of the essence, or perhaps that like divine timing is at play. Maybe like it's either time to wait or time to take action or time to change something. But TikTok, you may be feeling kind of like under pressure. Okay, December through January for Scorpio. December, January. These cards are sticking a bit, so I'm going to shuffle them a bit more. December through January for Scorpio. Okay. Ant. Cooperate for the highest good of the community. That's Archangel Priminilik. So there is, again, something here having to do with cooperating. So community or friendship and taking the lead of some kind. Okay, January through February for Scorpio. January through February for Scorpio. Okay, protection. And I am probably needing a break, but right before pulling this card, was feeling very tired. So just know that this card talks about being strong like an old oak tree, being strong like an old oak tree. Your roots run deep, despite, kind of being out there, open to the elements. There's lightning storm here. You are protected as long as you take steps to protect yourself, as far as, like paying for your insurances and making sure your smoke alarms have batteries and, always wear your seatbelt and things like that. So doing the little things to make sure that you are protecting yourself and your loved ones and your home. Some type of cooperate for the highest good of the community. That's interesting. The protection card. Okay, so February through March, and then Aries. You might be dealing with an Aries, but I always just kind of mix up the Aries and the Mars, since Mars is Aries' ruling planet. But Mars in Gemini, just about finishing its transit here, February through March. February through March for Scorpio, February through March. Okay, fairies and earth magic. And Gemini got that card. This card talks about helping the earth, and I'm going to read from the book on that one. So this talks about fairies or nature spirits, and they are thought to be descended from early tribes. Over time, these ancient people, they were conquered and displaced, and they had to flee to areas where humans didn't venture, and they ultimately became smaller and smaller and less visible in order to better hide themselves. They have assumed responsibility for the plants and the trees. They work with earth magic to take care of the earth's beings. And if you ask, they'll help you with your garden or yard. They also have the power of enchantment and shape-shifting. Fairies appreciate it when we show them through our actions that we love the earth as much as they do, and consequently they bestow a little of their earth magic upon us. This card says you have the same power available to you as the fairies do. It starts with loving the earth through your heartfelt gratitude and appreciation, but more important, through your actions. The fairies can help you reconnect in a more intimate way with the earth, and all they require is your willingness to pay attention to the trees and plant life around you and demonstrate your care. Whether you live in a small space or have an expanse of land, make it a point to be especially attentive to your surrounding vegetation. Plant something, get your hands in the dirt, and do so with love and enthusiasm. Every flower, tree, or shrub you are tending is a living being, so treat each like you would a dear friend. Ask the fairies to help you take care of these friends, and you will be rewarded many times over. So, when these cards come out, they sound like a little bit woo-woo, but this card came out for the energy of a month, from February to March. So it's asking you to believe in earth magic. It's asking you to tend the land, to, get grounded. And this may have to do with, okay, sorry about that, Scorpio. I had to pause for a moment. But I did see this here as it could be like some type of transformation with like wildfire, maybe in your community, especially because it's talking about work together with the community and plant things. So it might be having to plant things after some type of wildfire. And I'm sorry if that's like, what has happened in your area, if you guys are like recovering from that. But this can also be just like get your hands, in the dirt and kind of involved maybe in conservation, really believing in earth magic and protecting the land, protecting it from maybe community development or something like that. Maybe something time is of the essence. This could also be just a change in the way that you normally are. Maybe you don't normally care, and maybe there's something going on in your community and you are, trying to take the lead and kind of take care of things and like protecting things. All right, so we're gonna next do an advice card. What is the advice for Scorpio during this Mars and Gemini transit? What is the advice for Scorpio? Okay, last quarter moon in Cancer, and it's take a breather. And this one is also coming out. Honor your feelings, first quarter moon in Pisces. And both of these are water energies as well. So you may feel like you need to kind of balance out your emotions. Honoring your feelings is important. You don't have to really tell anybody about it, how you're feeling if you don't feel comfortable, but you can just acknowledge it with yourself with God, Source, Spirit. So just really say, you know what? I'm really feeling XYZ right now. I'm really feeling, you know, like upset, or I'm really feeling angry, or I'm really feeling sad, or I'm really feeling happy, or I'm really feeling whatever it is that you're feeling, stressed out, especially with take a breather here. There may be some type of break or some type of, you know, time where meditation is needed, some type of relaxation. But take a breather would definitely be something having to do with breathing maybe fresh air, something outside. Take a breather, taking some time off, and making sure that you honor your feelings. All right, so that is the message that I have for Scorpio for this Mars in Gemini transit. Thank you for watching. Good luck to you with the transit, and I hope to see you again soon. Hi Sagittarius, we're going to take a look at how the Mars and Gemini transit is going to be for Sagittarius. We're going to start with the month of August through September. August through September for Sagittarius. For the Mars and Gemini transit for Sagittarius. August through September. Okay, Butterfly Spirit Transformation, and that's card number 8. So there is going to be change, some type of either like personal change, like within, like how you feel about something, or change with the situation. And 8 is a number of strength. Okay, next we're going to look at September through October. September through October for Sagittarius. Okay, forgiveness. So you may be forgiving yourself, or forgiving others, or someone may be forgiving you. And October is when Mars goes retrograde. All right, October through November for Sagittarius. For this Mars and Gemini energy for Sagittarius, October through November. And November is probably, well, it's going to be around your birthday month. So happy birthday to Sagittarius. October through November. Okay, so there's 2 that came out. 4 events, conflict, and 3 events, commitment. So there's some type of argument, some type of commitment, either fear of commitment, some kind of leveling up, some kind of contract either because the conflict card here, there might be something ending, some type of contract, commitment, some type of arguing or conflicted energy. Because we are talking about Mars energy, do be careful, because Mars is like a fighting, kind of aggressive, can be angry energy. So we are going to next look at November through December for Sagittarius. November through December. Okay. another change card. 12, change in the wind. And you also got card number 18, which is serendipity. So some type of either luck or chance, some type of what's going to seem like a coincidence or some type of just lucky break. And there's going to be a change in the wind. Okay, December through January for Sagittarius. So it does look like a lot of change, especially with the transformation card being the first card out. December through January for Sagittarius. Okay, now this card did come out in reverse. So, and it was put in the deck. The rest of the deck was upright. So it came out in reverse. Gemini did get this card upright. Bear card. Use power with wisdom. Archangels Uriel and Jophiel. So in the reverse, I would look at really kind of feeling in your power and using that power in a balanced way. Almost said in an honest way. You may be having this conflict. I mean, it could be a conflict within yourself as well. Use power with wisdom. This light here I view as the solar plexus. So self-confidence and self-worth. All right, next we're going to look at January through February for Sagittarius. January through February for Sag. Okay, openness. So I was hearing honesty, so maybe having to be like open and honest either with yourself or with someone else or with others. But this card talks about being open to the signs from God's source spirit, from like however you connect spiritually, however you receive messages, whether it's through the night sky, stars in the sky, cycles of the moon, like wishing on a star. But there's something here about being guided and being open to synchronicities, being open, especially with the serendipity card here, being open to the messages that you receive. Okay, and then February through March, this is towards the ending of this Mars in Gemini transit. February through March for Sagittarius. Okay, childhood innocence. And I'm not sure. I think Gemini also got this card. I know one of the signs did get it. I think it might have been Gemini. Anyways, I like this card because it shows like the beauty, like this expanse of this nature scene with a little pond and all the greenery and the trail with the kids kind of with the sun rays coming through the clouds. And today I did notice that it looks like an electrical storm or kind of like a lightning. So try to see things, I don't know, in an innocent way, or find something. It may have to do with children. There's childhood innocence, something playful, especially since we're talking about the energy of Gemini. But some type of maybe healing, or something having to do with forgiveness, something having to do with forgiving like childhood situations, or childhood wounds, or childhood looking at something through like the eyes of innocence. And you have the power like to do this. So when you learn some kind of wisdom, and there's like change here, right? Two change cards, change in the wind and transformation. So let's do your advice card. This is the advice for Sagittarius for this Mars and Gemini transit. This is the advice for Sagittarius. Okay, talk less, feel more. And that's last quarter moon in Pisces. So, and she's holding the crystal, and she's at the ocean, and she is like meditating. So this talks about just feel more, maybe being more open. There's some type of maybe childhood innocence. Ooh, look at that. Okay, so this talks about the danger in your current situation being that you're going to be really good at starting things and less good at finishing them. This card suggests that you need to talk less and feel more. So rather than telling people what you want, feel your feelings about what you want. What comes up? Do you believe yourself? Do you believe in yourself or not? And that's interesting that I skipped do you believe in yourself? And I said, do you believe yourself? And I was talking about honesty for whatever reason wanted to come up. So, are you being honest with yourself? It says, do you believe in yourself or not? Perhaps you started strong, but are running out of steam. If so, go within and ask yourself how committed, and there's a commitment there, how committed you are to your goals. Remember that it's okay to change your mind. So this may be talking about this transformation and change in the wind as well. One of the current energies is all about feelings, and the other is in its head. That's a Gemini energy with the air, being like very capable of like going into overthinking mode. It says, where are you? Can you meld the two? That's the way. It says, why ruin a moment with words? Sometimes feelings are enough. It's good to talk, but it's also good just to be. The manifestation affirmation for this card, it says, I feel all my feelings and it feels good. Interesting. So that's truly not a bad card to get. It's good to talk, but it's also good just to be. So it sounds like, you can be like at peace with just kind of feeling your feelings more, feeling your emotions, and like being okay with that, like being okay with how you feel. All right, so that is the message for Sagittarius. Good luck with this transit. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Hi, Capricorn. All right, what is this Mars and Gemini transit going to look like for Capricorn? We're going to start by looking at August through September. August through September for Capricorn. Stag Spirit Leadership, and this is card number 39. We may be seeing 3s and 9s. 3s are numbers of collaboration, 9s are numbers of exploration, higher learning, and also philosophy. Since we're talking about Gemini energy, that may be like learning more about something. Stag Spirit is a kind of like a masculine energy, taking the lead. This card does remind me a lot of Aries, and of course then the ruler of Aries being Mars. So taking the lead in something. And September through October for Capricorn. September through October. Okay, well-being. So this may have to do with health or healing or how you feel about something, whether it be daily health, life, work, routine, maybe taking the lead in some type of, in something, just making sure that you can heal or feel better. Okay, October through November. October through November for Capricorn. Okay, number 1, Spirit and the Vast Universe. So the Vast Universe is another card, I mean another sign got that. But we're going to look at it. Let's see. Okay. This card talks about blessings of divine consciousness. When you receive this card upright, you know that divine light, brilliant waves of universal energy, this river of grace, abundance, and happiness is open for you. You have your own divine heart, one that is connected to all other people and things, and to boundless creative energy. This power is always available to you. That you've now arrived at a time when the whole world is about to open up. This card talks about opportunity awaits, amazing connections available to you. Eternal consciousness that co-creates all reality is in alignment with your own heartfelt desires. Okay, so it does talk about creating a treasure map or vision board filled with bright images, right, clear attraction intentions, and or directing your angels to carry your intentions to the energetic realm. The universe is waiting and willing to respond. This affirmation says, the light of God fills me, divine consciousness guides me, abundant blessings of the universe flow into my life. So, there may be some type of feelings of like blessing and connectedness, and or you may be feeling like maybe that's like waned a little bit, especially since the well-being card is there. All right, next we're going to look at November through December. Which is December, beginning of your birthday season. So happy birthday to Capricorns during that time. December November, December for Capricorn. Okay, co-create. Wow. So that card, the vast universe, did talk about co-creation. So 40, you may be 40 years old. 4 and 0. Fours are numbers of, I wouldn't say creating, but creating a firm foundation or building on a firm foundation, stability, security. You may be seeing owls or cheetahs or eggs. It's kind of like confirmation of this reading or messages from God's or Spirit. Okay, what is the message or what is December, January? You may be receiving messages. But December, January, what is the Mars and Gemini transit like for Capricorn in December and January? Okay, monkey, experience all that life has to offer. And this is Archangel Raphael. And I believe Libra got this card. So there may be like new experiences that maybe you're taking the lead to try, or something is kind of calling you to try new things for like health and well-being. You may be like trying to create healing. You can co-create. There's, you know, like different, I guess, manifestation. Was this the reading that talked about doing a vision board and things like that? So, again, you may be receiving messages and co-creating. You can do affirmations or meditations, different things that you can listen to as far as like feeling more balanced and well. There's Reiki videos to kind of heal and balance energy and all kinds of things. So maybe take advantage of some of the videos out there. Okay, we are on January, February for Capricorn. January, February of the Mars and Gemini transit. Okay, simplicity. So this card talks about doing only what you really want to do, kind of declutter and like focus your energy on the things that that are meaningful to you. And you may be seeing feathers. Just noticed the butterflies up here as well. Okay, February through March for Capricorn. Okay, mountain, strength. And mountains many times are peaked at the bottom of the deck as well. And I saw lightning and power. So taking the lead here, taking this strength, doing only what you really want to do, co-creating with the universe to kind of get past these challenges. And I'm also feeling like that will only make you stronger as far as like well-being goes. Okay, then we're going to ask for advice for Capricorn. What is the advice for Capricorn for this Mars and Gemini transit? What is the advice? All right, go for it. New moon in Aries, and go for it. So you're being told to take the lead. Go for whatever it is that you're kind of wanting to co-create. The vast universe is, offering up opportunity right now. Experience all that life has to offer. You will gain strength, or you have the strength to do it. Just make sure that you are doing only the things that you really want to do. And this may have to do with bettering your health, bettering your frame of mind, your thinking, especially since we're talking about this Gemini time frame. But go for it. So, all right, that is the message that I have for Capricorn for this Mars and Gemini reading. Thank you for watching. I hope it goes well for you, and I will see you again soon. Hi, Aquarius. All right, let's look at Mars and Gemini transit and what it's going to look like during August and September for Aquarius. August and September for Aquarius. Stag Spirit Leadership, and this is card number 39. 3s are numbers of collaboration, and 9s are numbers of exploration, of philosophy, and higher learning. 2 other signs got that, and 1 recently got that. So I'm going to go ahead and kind of stir these up a little bit more for Aquarius. Okay, Mystic Meadow, Sanctuary, and this is card number 26. 2 and 6 together make 8, which is a card of strength. 3 and 9 together makes 11. So, 12. So there may be an ending and like a partnership. Sanctuary being time in kind of like a sacred place. Maybe taking time to meditate or pray. You may be receiving lots of spirit animal messages. Taking the lead. And we will look at that Mystic Meadow card. Okay, it says, draw nourishment from the wellspring inside you. Be a sanctuary for others. Go within and listen to the voice of your soul. Access your divine guidance. If you have been struggling or pushing, take time off, retreat, rest, and relax. Take a vacation or embark on a retreat. But it talks about replenishing your inner resources. Renew your energy and make tending to your own needs a priority. Retreat into your home or spend time in places and with people where you feel at home. Mend physical objects, organize your possessions, and heal relationships. It talks about there's a potential for a large spurt of energy in the future, but unless you take the time to create foundations and nourish yourself, you might be overwhelmed and then miss the opportunities available to you later. This card can also mean that blooming and expansion are at hand. Flowering success awaits you. Healing energy is growing and beautiful things are to come. But yeah, the main message here is be a sanctuary for others, draw nourishment from the wellspring inside of you, and go within and listen to the voice of your soul. Access your divine guidance. And so here we're being told that you are a leader or like some kind of some kind of power position. All Alright, so let's look at October through November. You may be receiving messages October through November for Aquarius, October through November for Mars and Gemini, for the sign of Aquarius, October through November. Okay, great gratitude. And number 4, consciousness. So you may be finding that you have a lot to be grateful for. October through November. November might be around Thanksgiving time here in the States. But October through November would also be the time that Mars goes retrograde. Alright, what is the November-December energy for the Mars and Gemini transit for Aquarius, November-December? November, December for Aquarius. Okay, two want to keep coming up, so let's see. Okay, Yang, and that's card number 1. So that's taking action on something. And 37, which 3 and 7 together make 10, which is like an ending, cycle completion. Although this says never-ending story. So, taking action and something that kind of just feels like it's not ending, but there is also kind of like great gratitude. Okay, next we're looking at December through January for Aquarius. Okay, Bear, use power with wisdom, and that's Archangels Uriel and Jophiel. Gemini got this card, upright. And Sagittarius got this card in reverse. Now, you're being asked during this time to use power with wisdom. I believe this card speaks about not being afraid to use your gifts. And then we're going to look at January through February. January through February, and if that's when you are celebrating your birthday, happy birthday. Alright, for Aquarius, January through February. Okay, purity. So trust in the purity of your heart, trust in the purity of like the future. Don't be worried about what has happened in the past. And again here, because we're looking at never-ending story, so maybe what you look at, the way you look at something, maybe do something different, like do something differently. Take action when something feels like the cycle is just never going to change or never going to be different. Maybe you can take the lead in taking some type of action. Just use your power with wisdom. But this card, Purity, talks about it doesn't have to be how it was in the past. It can be fresh and new and kind of bright and shiny, you know, almost like this kind of like snow, the purity of what I'm feeling is like fresh new beginnings, fresh new energy. Okay, then we're going to look at February through March for Aquarius. And February through March, March is when the Mars and Gemini transit is coming to an end. So February through March for Aquarius. Okay, Dreamtime creation. So, yeah, you may be kind of creating something, taking action. Just use power with wisdom. Maybe during the retrograde time, you might feel like something is a never-ending story. Just know that taking the lead and finding sanctuary are important to your dreams, to creating, as well as this great gratitude. And know that it doesn't have to be like the past. If there was, challenges or whatever happened, it can be fresh and new. All right. So what is the advice for Aquarius for this Mars and Gemini transit? What is the advice for Aquarius? What is the advice for Aquarius? Okay, make time for self-love. Last quarter moon in Libra. Make time for self-love, and that is very similar to this sanctuary card. So if you need to rest, take time to create, to, however you maybe express yourself through art or music, playtime, purity. I'm looking at purity now through kind of like through different eyes, through a different lens, maybe photography or any way that you find that you can create, looking at it through like the purity, kind of like the eyes of a child. And definitely make time for self-love during this time. And balance. So balance, and also balance masculine and feminine energy. All right, so that is what I have for Aquarius. Thank you for watching. I hope that it goes well for you. Good luck during the transit, and I hope to see you again soon. Hi, Pisces. All right, so we're going to look at Mars and Gemini transit and what it's going to be like for Pisces for August through September. For Pisces, August through September. Okay, Pegasus, transcending, and that's card number 28. 2 and 8 together make a 10, which might be a cycle completion, so something ending, which would lead to a new beginning. Transcending is kind of like a card of rising up, of awakening, a card of kind of flying over drama, like not including yourself in the drama of others. And that's especially a good thing to hear, especially with the Mars being, any of kind of like there's good aspects to Mars energy, but there's also negative energy with like, too much aggression or fighting or stuff like that. So transcending. Okay, next we're going to look at September through October. September through October for Pisces. September through October. September through October for Pisces. Okay, healing. So during the month of October is when Mars goes retrograde. So you may be feeling it as a time of healing yourself or healing others or healing situations, healing by kind of avoiding dramatic relationships or toxic situations. Okay, October through November for Pisces. October through November for Pisces. Okay, kindred partnership. This is one. People. So it may definitely have to do with a relationship of some kind. It shows two people here hugging. So it can be any type of soul partnership or soul contract, soulmate. It doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship, but it is someone that you have a soul connection with. Okay, November through December for Pisces. November through December for Pisces. Okay, here and now, and that's card number 32. 3 and 2 together make 5. 5s are numbers of change. So there may be some type of change in a kindred partnership or relationship. And this has to do with healing, kind of moving past drama, being here and now. So maybe not looking at the sign here says past and the sign here says future. You have doors that you choose to open to this like egg. Here's the past and here's the future. And here's this like kind of door or maybe windows, but door to this growth that's the potential of this egg. And she's holding the flag here. She's holding a red flag, but she's holding a flag that says here and now. So it's important to be present in the here and now and really aware of like how things are, like for what they really are, not looking at the past or the future, just really looking at how you can be present, and if your partner or this relationship is present with you as well. Okay, so then we're going to look at December through January for Pisces. December through January for Pisces. Okay, monkey, experience all that life has to offer. Archangel Raphael. So you may want to experience something new, or you may want to experience all that life has to offer and share it with this person to kind of be able to kind of let go of the past and maybe heal whatever has happened. You know, be able to, I see all this green energy, maybe open up your heart chakra. And that might be different than usual for you, especially if there's been hurts in the past, and trying to release that, trying to, you know, leave that in the past, trying to get past any of that drama. All right, so let's look at January through February for Pisces. January through February. For the Mars and Gemini transit, January to February for Pisces. Okay, success. So with experience all that life has to offer and success, there is something here that happens when you are present in the moment. There is some kind of success in this like relationship and healing. And that looks really good. January is when Mars goes back in direct motion, or goes forward in direct motion, I should say. But it's still in Gemini. All right, so February through March. for Pisces, and that might be when you celebrate a birthday. So happy birthday to you if your birthday is in February or March. All right, what is February or March? February through March for Pisces. Okay, autumnal equinox, and that's release. And I believe this card came out only once during this reading. Also at the beginning of the reading. So it was, I believe it was for Aries. I'm not certain. But there may be some connection there. Autumnal equinox and release. Now, in the northern hemisphere, it is going to be just about springtime. But in the southern hemisphere, it may be autumn. So it may just like coincide with the season. But it does talk about release. So there will be some type of release, some type of maybe letting go, or some type of successful release of something. So there's maybe not necessarily a complete and total ending. Here we had the 2 and the 8 tend together, completion, cycles, ending. But here I'm looking at the release of the leaves, and the regeneration of new growth. So, because we have healing and success here as well. So that's the way that it's kind of coming through for Pisces. Let's take a look at advice next. What is the advice for Mars in Gemini transit for Pisces? What is the advice? What is the advice for Pisces? Okay, release your blocks. First quarter moon in Scorpio. So yes, so there may be some type of block to your healing, some type of block to releasing and kind of letting go, and it's blocking you from like success in like this kindred partnership or this relationship, this soulmate relationship. And so you're being asked to just be present in the now, and that's how you are able to kind of release and let go. And there is success here. So release whatever is blocking you and find your balance. Like I'm looking at this yoga pose here, and find your balance for success and healing and transcending whatever issues and stuff from the past that, you know, is no longer needed. It's just a block. So that is the advice, and that is the reading for Pisces. Thank you for watching. Good luck to you during this transit. I hope to see you again soon. That brings us to the ending of all 12 zodiac signs for this Mars and Gemini reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope that it's helpful. Please like, subscribe, share with a friend or family member if you feel that this would benefit them. It helps grow the channel. I appreciate all your support and love, and I will see you again soon. Thanks. Take care.